Did you know a single repair on some trucks can cost you over $7,000? Weak transmissions, constant electronic failures, and never-ending issues make them a nightmare for your wallet. So, if you don't want your pickup spending more time in the shop than on the road, pay close attention, because these models could ruin your day and your bank account. 1. Ford F-150. The Ford F-150 is one of the best-selling pickups in history, but recently it's shown that rushing innovation can get expensive. The hybrid version especially? A complete disaster. Ford tried to make it more modern and efficient, but it ended up being a mechanical mess. The transmission? Total gamble. Random gear shifts, harsh jerks, and worst of all, the dreaded limp mode that kills your power until it feels like you're pushing a tricycle uphill. Thinking about fixing it? That's gonna cost you anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000. That's half a year of gas in a more reliable truck. And the electrical system? Another headache. Control modules fail without warning, leaving your truck dead or your touchscreen useless. Replacing one? Between $1,000 and $3,000, not even counting labor. And if you think the high price tag means better quality, think again. A new F-150 hybrid costs between $55,000 and $65,000, and thanks to all these issues, resale value tanks fast. If you really want an F-150, stick to a gas version with fewer electronics. Unless you like waking up wondering if your truck will even start. 2. Chevrolet Silverado 1500. The Silverado 1500 looks like it has everything: power, size, and hauling capability. But it also comes with serious problems. The main issue? Transmission. Owners report random gear shifts, getting stuck in one gear or total failure, sometimes right in the middle of the highway. Besides being annoying, it's actually dangerous. And replacing it? Be ready to spend between $4,000 and $7,500. That's the cost of a decent used car. Then there's the fuel system. Recent models have had faulty fuel pumps that cause power loss, or even shut off the truck while driving. Replacing it? $800 to $2,500 depending on how bad it is. New Silverado 1500s cost between $50,000 and $70,000. But unlike rivals, their resale value isn't great, because buyers already know about the mechanical issues. If you don't want your cash ending up in a mechanic's pocket, look elsewhere. 3. Toyota Tundra 2020-2024. When you hear Toyota, you think bulletproof. But the 2020-2024 Tundra proves that big doesn't always mean better. Weighing over 500 pounds, driving it in the city is like parking a tank. The turning radius is over 7 meters. Forget tight turns without breaking a sweat. The suspension? Not helping. Shocks wear out faster than your patience in traffic, giving you a harsh, bouncy ride, right where it should shine. And if you like to drive fast, brace yourself for a steering system that feels unsure of itself, like it's not sure you should be going anywhere. Price? $55,000 to $65,000. Yes, it can tow a lot. But between clumsy handling and a stubborn suspension, there are way better balanced options out there. Toyota means durability, but in this case, comfort and handling got left behind. 4. Ford Ranger. The Ford Ranger is popular, but popular doesn't always mean reliable. Recent models are a toss-up. You might get lucky, or you might get a steering system that stiffens or shakes like it's in the middle of an earthquake. Ford has tried to downplay it, but many owners are stuck with frustrating, jittery driving. And then there's the electronics. Center screens shut off for no reason. Driver assist sensors decide today's just not their day. Fixing the steering? Expect $200 to $2,800. Electronics? Over $2,500 if the issue is serious. The design is cool. The off-road capability is tempting. But long-term reliability? That's a different story. 5. Ram 1500, 2020-24. The Ram 1500 looks bold, with a luxury interior that makes it feel perfect for both work and daily life. But looks aren't everything. This beast has a real problem with electronic power steering. From 2020 to 2024, many owners have complained about strange steering vibrations and loose feedback, making it feel unsafe, especially at highway speeds or underload. And guess what? The electronics don't behave either. The infotainment screen freezes or restarts on its own, which sucks if you rely on GPS or digital controls. Backup sensors and driver assist features also fail randomly. Repairs? Anywhere from $1,000 to $3,500, depending on what goes wrong. Sure, the Ram 1500 is stylish and comfy, but with all these bugs, it feels more like a permanent guest at the repair shop than a premium truck. 6. Nissan Frontier 2020-2024. The Frontier has a reputation for being rugged, but the latest models are full of letdowns. Its automatic transmission? A total mess. Slow response, gear hunting, even overheating. Some drivers have reported the truck getting stuck in one gear until you stop and restart it. Fixing that? Between $4,000 and $6,500. That one hurts. And the electronics? Just as unreliable. Power windows stop working randomly. Central locking fails without reason. Lights flicker like you're at a rave. It's not the kind of thing that'll leave you stranded, but it will make your truck feel way older than it is. Frontiers used to be tough, but now there are better options that won't bleed you dry in repairs. 7. Chevrolet Colorado. At first glance, the Colorado seems solid. Modern design, decent features, and the promise of reliability. But once you drive it, that illusion fades fast. Let's start with the transmission. Shifting is jerky, acceleration is weird, and it vibrates constantly like you're on a gravel road. Hit the gas? You get a dramatic pause while the truck decides if it wants to move. And the electronics? Not helping. The touchscreen freezes when you need it most. Driver assist features play roulette. Sometimes they work, sometimes they ghost you. Even the power mirrors have gotten tons of complaints. These aren't rare issues, they're common. Yes, it looks nice and can carry a decent load. But with constant failures, the only thing you'll really be hauling is a stack of repair bills. 8. Jeep Gladiator. The Jeep Gladiator promises adventure, style, and off-road capability. And yeah, it's cool. You can take the roof and doors off and feel like a trailblazing explorer. But once you start living with it, you realize the real cost is between $45,000 and $65,000. And for that kind of money, the bare minimum is keeping it running smoothly. Its automatic transmission is anything but precise. Clunky shifts, slow responses, and premature wear will make you wonder if you bought a Jeep or a slot machine of mechanical failures. But that's just the beginning. Its brakes have also raised red flags. On long downhill drives, there are reports of them losing effectiveness, and the brake pedal can sometimes feel spongy, not exactly what you want in an emergency. And if that's not enough, get ready to burn through gas. With a fuel economy of 6 to 8 kilomilels, that's roughly 14 to 19 mpg, every off-road adventure comes with frequent gas station stops. You'd at least expect reliability, but with so many mechanical issues, you'll probably spend more time in the repair shop than on the road. Sure, it looks good, but if you're after a stress-free ride, you might want to look elsewhere. Number 9. GMC Canyon. The GMC Canyon is the stylish sibling of the Chevy Colorado, but looks aren't everything. Behind its refined design and advanced tech lies a history of issues that might make you think twice. Models from 2020 to 2024 have been plagued by automatic transmission problems, rough shifts, delayed responses, and random jolts when accelerating. Some owners say it feels like the truck has a mind of its own, shifting erratically and making the drive unpredictable. But wait, there's more. Electronic issues are also common. Frozen screens, malfunctioning safety sensors, and infotainment systems that crash mid-drive. Some drivers have even had to pull over and restart the vehicle because the system decided to take a break. And if that wasn't frustrating enough, imagine your headlights flickering like you're at a rave, or worse, turning off without warning. The worst part? Repairs aren't cheap. Transmission fixes can cost between $3,000 and $5,600. And electrical problems could tack on another $800 to $2,500. So while the Canyon might be comfy and good-looking, its reliability is questionable. If you want a truck that stays out of the shop, better look somewhere else. Number 10. Honda Ridgeline. The Honda Ridgeline is a truck that refuses to be a real truck. Its unibody frame and independent rear suspension give it a smoother ride, but at the cost of durability. Models from 2020 to 2024 have shown that this philosophy comes with drawbacks. Owners report automatic transmission issues, delayed responses, erratic shifting, and trouble maintaining consistent acceleration. Add some weight or try towing, and it feels more like a dressed-up SUV than a work-ready pickup. The brakes have also raised concerns. On long descents, they lose effectiveness faster than expected. The pedal sometimes feels mushy or needs extra pressure, not ideal for emergency braking. While it's comfy and well-equipped inside, its $40,000 to $55,000 price tag becomes less appealing when you consider its limited payload and towing capacity. In short, it's not as rugged as a real truck, nor as practical as a proper SUV, an awkward middle ground that doesn't quite deliver. Number 11. Ford Explorer. The Ford Explorer tries to sell itself as the best of both worlds. A family SUV with the toughness of a truck. Sounds great in theory. In practice? Not so much. Models from 2011 to 2019 are a mess of issues, with a transmission that often feels more like your enemy than your ally. Harsh shifts, sudden lockups, and electronic failures can turn a calm drive into a nightmare. Many owners report their Explorers shaking like they're possessed or getting stuck in limp mode, forcing them to restart the engine on the highway. Reliable? Not even close. The tech doesn't help either. Touchscreen glitches, safety sensors that give up at the worst times, and a climate control system that changes settings on its own. Planning a road trip? Better pack both a jacket and a fan, because who knows what you'll get. Repairs aren't cheap either. Transmission fixes can cost between $3,500 and $6,100, and electrical problems can rack up another $800 to $2,500, without even getting into suspension and steering issues that make driving feel more like a contact sport than a relaxing cruise. Bottom line, the Explorer is a guaranteed ticket to stress and expensive surprises. Number 12, Nissan Pathfinder. The Nissan Pathfinder has a reputation as a spacious, family-friendly SUV. But if you take a closer look, you'll see it hides some serious flaws, especially in the 2013 to 2020 models. Its CVT transmission is a ticking time bomb. Sudden lockups, overheating, and jerky shifting make it one of the most problematic on the market. Some drivers have had to pull over on the highway because the transmission went into limp mode and refused to go any faster. A scary moment, to say the least. Electronics aren't much better. Glitchy screens, safety sensors that fail when you need them most, and even emergency brakes that activate for no reason. To top it off, the suspension and steering wear out faster than expected, leading to sloppy handling in curves and bumpy roads. Driving it with confidence? That's a challenge. And while the used price might seem attractive, ranging from $18,000 to $35,000, think twice. What you save up front, you'll likely spend on repairs. It may look nice and offer solid cargo space, but with its track record, it's a risky bet. If you're after a reliable SUV, keep looking. Number 13, Ford Bronco Sport. Technically, it's an SUV, but with its boxy look and rugged grille, many see the Bronco Sport as a baby pickup. The problem? It's more show than go. Its suspension isn't built for tough terrain, so prepare for a ride that feels more like a trampoline than a trail machine. The brakes don't help either. It takes longer to stop than many rivals, and the pedal feel is so vague that emergency maneuvers can get downright scary. And visibility? Forget it. The rear view is terrible, making parking or tight turns a stressful ordeal. The worst part? Repairs. A transmission replacement can cost between $4,000 and $6,000. Suspension issues? Add another $1,500 to $3,000. And throw in recurring electrical problems and you've got a recipe for financial disaster. If you want a real off-roader, keep shopping. Number 14, Jeep Cherokee. The Jeep Cherokee wants to be king of the trails, but it's really king of headaches. Its electrical system is a mess. Glitchy sensors, screens that die unexpectedly, and control modules that randomly take a nap. And the recalls? Plenty. Transmission issues, lighting failures, and brake malfunctions have sent this SUV to the shop more times than it's been on the trail. Worst of all, many owners say the problems keep coming back, like bad karma. Even used, the Cherokee can still cost $18,000 to $25,000. And for that money, you could get a way more reliable SUV without the drama. In short, it's expensive to buy and even more expensive to own. A terrible investment. Number 15, Jeep Compass. The Compass tries to present itself as the perfect compact SUV for adventurous drivers. But in reality, it's a magnet for problems. First off, build quality is disappointing. Strange noises, cheap plastics, and panels that feel like they're ready to fall off from day one. The steering isn't much better, vague and unstable, especially in curves or at high speeds. If you like to drive with confidence, this Jeep will make you second-guess every turn. And of course, repairs aren't cheap. The power steering system tends to fail and costs between $1,000 and $2,500 to fix. The 9-speed automatic transmission is notoriously unreliable, and replacing it can run over $5,000. Add frequent electrical glitches, and you start to understand why so many owners sell theirs before it's too late. Which of these trucks or SUVs would you avoid at all costs? Let us know in the comments, leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more.